Yeah, awareness. It's all about awareness. Wing Chun is the martial art of the moment, of the second, yeah, and therefore you need awareness.
Another question our audience asks very often is when I should give up something. Like I'm in a project and I'm struggling, I don't see the white part at the end of the tunnel. Should I give up? What does Wing Chun say to that part?
That's a good question to me, because you ask a guy who never gives up. Yeah, the motto must be, if it's not possible, make it happen. Yeah, but of course, in not every situation is intelligent to always stay on the target. Nowadays, you read it in a lot of newspapers, attackings with a knife or something like this. Yeah, that's clear. The strategy, the earliest possible time you can run away. Of course, yeah, or another attack with a weapon. Yeah, so it makes no sense to be a hero. Yeah, heroes die often very young. Yeah, so rather you're a little bit more intelligent and say, okay, it makes no sense to fight here, or to keep on going and look for a quick exit. Yeah, so, but if you have a vision and if you can argument yourself and also your close surrounding why you do is, stick to it.
What's the health system around keeping the fighter healthy?
You must make a difference between if you have combat sports or if you have self-defense. Yeah? You have basic differences. Yeah? So if you have combat sports, you train for a date which you exactly know. You know your enemy, and you know on that date you have to be physical and mental on top level. And you know your enemy, and you know he will defend if you attack him. Yeah? You have weight classes, women and men are separated, and so on. Yeah, the area is totally normed, and things like this. Our special thing is self-defense. You never know the situation, you never know your enemy, but the surprising moment is on your side. Yeah. So of course, let's stick to the sport. In sport, they use the body. They use the body like a tool, and of course, they need much more regeneration, and they have much more to take care. They train, for example, for a fight which lasts 12 rounds, 2 or 3 minutes. That's a long time. Yeah, we do when we do some special training sessions on the ground. We do, for example, 5 minutes 6 or 7 times. Yeah, but we only do it for our training benefit, for our physical benefit. Yeah, but a fighting situation normally should only last 3 or 5 seconds. Yeah, if it takes longer, the other one is better and run. Yeah.
How do you train? Because you travel a lot and you have gigs everywhere in the world. How do you train in a hotel room?
Normally, I train Wing Chun every day with students, and the most important thing is a human impulse. Yeah, of course, at the beginning you train the forms, but the most important thing is to get contact, to react on something which comes not from your brain, which comes from outside. Yeah, and I train when I have a beginning students which is doing the first class. Yeah, if I do the form once more, I did it once more in my life. So only the stupid instructor is not learning from his students.
And when you don't have anybody,
then it's holiday, and then I do nothing. It's also important. Yeah, or I do another sport. Yeah, I come from a sports family. And I like doing cycling, in winter skiing, inline skating, or I'm interested in nearly every sport. So then I do something completely different, which makes me again hungry for Wing Chun when I come back. But during holidays, normally I do nothing.
If in Wing Chun you are not training for a specific competition or event, how do you focus yourself and the level of ambition?
Yeah, awareness. It's all about awareness. Wing Chun is the martial art of the moment, of the second, yeah, and therefore you need awareness. And one of the most important abilities, we have 7 abilities we train primary, and the most important is awareness.
What are the 7 abilities?
It's awareness, because this is the only one. If you have that really good and you are really aware, you don't need the other 6, because the other 6 you are when you're already involved with an enemy. So we have the awareness, we have consciousness, we have body unity, we have flexibility, we have balance, we have the fighting spirit, and timing. These are the 7 abilities, and we have some specific and some unspecific exercises to train them.
The fighting spirit, can you tell more about that?
Yeah, the ball have to be in the goal. Yeah, focus on the target. You know what your target is. In a fighting situation, it's always very easy because we don't have rules, because on the street an enemy also has no rules. So we want attack as quick as possible some weak points. And when I come there, I put it on chain techniques, because I can't say, okay, I can beat up an enemy with 1 punch. If he's strong, it's not possible. And I stick to that points in chain techniques. Only if you disturb me, or if you manage to bring me from the target, I give in and I go for the next weak point.
What about nutrition tips for people, especially people who travel a lot or don't have the perfect situation where they can have a perfect lunch?
Nutrition is a large topic. I, for myself, keep it like this. From the 7 days of the week, 5 days I'm totally disciplined, 1 day not so, and 1 day it's celebrating. If we invite some friends, I prefer cooking, I like cooking, and then I don't stick exactly to my normal nutrition plan. But generally in the turn of the year, I try to eat light in the morning. On the lunchtime, I try to get some carbs, because in the afternoon in summer I go cycling or something like this, and in the evening some protein with vegetables, and so it's easy to work for the body.
What about the intensity? How can I find out what is my rhythm, my intensity, that is not too much but it's enough during the week? How much should I train? I'm not a good example because I do it professionally, so I do it nearly every day. But even I have to know how is my year and when do I have on top level and when I can rest a little bit. And but for our students, normally they train twice a week for 1.5 hours, and then it's a super training for them for all the aspects they have included in Wing Chun. And it's off time for them for the normal job. They are so engaged with themselves, so they can't take care on other problems they have.